So the day is finally here, people. The time has finally come. Happy Halloween to all the Tudor reviewers, listeners, lovers, supporters out there, man. It's been fun. It's been fun, but unfortunately, spooky season has come to a close with this commentary here. But I promise y'all, it's going to be a good time. Now, this is another one that's long overdue. Actually, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This is one that I'm kind of glad I saved for last because it's kind of like for the most part, I know we got black sheep entries in the Halloween franchise. The Halloween franchise isn't perfect at all, to say the least, man. But, we got some black sheep entries in this franchise, man. Halloween 6 is considered a black sheep entry. Halloween Resurrection, I don't even want to give it the satisfaction of calling it a black sheep entry. It's just a terrible fucking entry altogether. But I don't know. Some people may come, for sake of argument, some people may call it black sheep. Halloween Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is considered a black sheep in the franchise, and as of recently, Halloween Ends is definitely going to go down as one of those black sheeps in the franchise. Every horror franchise has it. But I've done commentary for each and every single one of these Halloween movies, man. And you guys can dig through the wreckage and check those out wherever they are. And shout out to all the Tudor reviewers, listeners, lovers, supporters out there that made Halloween Kills and Toxic Commentary the most listened to commentary on the show, man. I appreciate y'all for that. That was a good time. That was a good review and a good Intox commentary. Even I think I did the extended edition commentary for that too. That's how much I was really into that movie. But this one, I feel like I'm not gonna say I saved the best for last, but I feel like it was more fitting because this one really takes advantage of the Halloween holiday, probably, arguably more so than any of the other movies in the franchise, man. And the odd thing about this movie, for it to take so much, so many liberties with the holiday theme and everything like that, and to have such a dark and mean spirited tone, this doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers, man. It doesn't. Now, Halloween, the classic, the greatest slasher movie of all time, man, 1978. That, you know, I could go on and on about that first movie. The second movie, 1981. John Carpenter didn't even want to do it, but he said they paid him some money. He downed a six pack and he's like, all right, how do I tie Michael Myers into Laurie Strode? All right, I'll make them siblings. I don't give a fuck about this movie. He's publicly trashed Halloween 2, but I don't give a shit because the guy wrote it. Rick Rosenthal directed it. It was the one good Halloween movie Rick Rosenthal directed because he did do Resurrection. And recipe shout out to, the late great Deborah Hill and Mustafa Akkad, man. They gave us something really special and they kind of storybook ended the story of Michael Myers, man, over the span of two movies. There was going to be no more Michael Myers. We knew he was supernatural. We knew it wasn't a man. We knew this guy, like Dr. Loomis said, this guy, he's not human. I shot him 6 times, got shot 5 more times after that in the hospital, got shot in both of his eyes and set on fire. That shit almost didn't stop him. But altogether, man, they did not want to continue on with the story of Michael Myers. So in 1982, John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, the gang, they got together. Only Tommy Lee Wallace was directing it this time around. And their idea was, okay, now that we've wrapped up the story with Michael Myers, let's go with the original intentions of making this like some type of anthology series. Now, they wanted to do something different every single movie. I'm not sure how much how much of that would have worked. I feel like after that first movie came out, people were terrified and people were attached to the character of Michael Myers so much so that they wanted to see him again. But John Carpenter and crew, they were done with it, so they wanted to go with something different. They took a really big risk, and the older I get, the more I watch this movie, the more I appreciate the risk that they took here. I was one of those people. I was one of those disgruntled Halloween fans like, this don't have Michael Myers in it. I hate this fucking movie. I don't ever want to see it again. I don't want to talk about it. It's not a part of the franchise. Da 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 da. I have to grow out of that, man, because when you get past the bickering and just the overall bitterness of the fact that Michael Myers isn't in this movie, you actually have a really creepy, solid Halloween movie at the end of the day, man. I'm serious. Like, and this movie falls very low in my ranking. I think this is probably like right before you get to Halloween Resurrection, which is dead last. But that's not to say that I don't like this movie, man. I just rank it so low because I'm accustomed to having Michael Myers throughout the franchise. You know, at this point, I think I had seen the first 5 Halloween movies, or the, 1, 2, 4, and 5, and then I saw part 3 when I was a kid, and I was like, I don't understand what they're going for here. Michael Myers is in it. You know, there's a little cameo appearance where he pops up on a commercial in the bar that I almost called that motherfucker Tom Skerritt. Tom Atkins is in. I mean, same. They both got the same crustache, so y'all know where I was going with that. But I don't know, man. I feel like overall, if you do not go into this movie expecting what we got 2 movies prior, then you are probably in for a good time, man. And shout out to Tommy Lee Wallace for taking a chance that big studios would not do this today. I feel like we just came fresh off of a Halloween trilogy from David Gordon Green, and whether people like it or not, I do feel like there's more of a possibility now that we can see a Season of the Witch sequel, or something that takes liberties in the sense of like an anthology or something along the lines of Silver Shamrock, whatever the case may be. I feel like the studio can take more of a risk now that we're fresh off of a whole trilogy. And honestly, I feel like after getting 3 movies damn near back to back with Michael Myers in them, let's miss Michael Myers for a little bit, man. I said this before, like, let's miss him for like several years or so. Obviously, that's not going to happen because Miramax just won the bidding war for the rights to the franchise. But I feel like, if we're going to take the Halloween franchise in another direction after we just wrapped up the Laurie Strode story, I feel like if we're not going to bring Danielle Harris back into the forefront, Season of the Witch definitely deserves a sequel. I feel like this movie's so open-ended. It is very much like a movie ending that reminds me of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like that original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But I don't know, man. We got some tricks and treats ready, people. We got Tom Atkins here, no stranger to the genre. He was in Night of the Creeps. I've never seen it. He was in My Bloody Valentine 3D. You got Stacey Nelkin in here. Dan O'Herlihy, Herlihy in here. Crazy thing is, Nancy Keys, formerly Nancy Loomis, who played Annie in the first Halloween movie, she pops up here as Dr. Chalice's wife. I don't know if it's his wife, his ex-wife, whatever the case may be. Jamie Lee Curtis makes a voice cameo appearance in this movie at some point. Jonathan Terry, who plays a character named Starker here. I'm about to click on this, but before I do, I want to say he was in Return of the Living Dead. Let's click on it and find out. I feel like he was Colonel Glover in Return of the Living Dead. Yes, he was. He was Colonel Glover in part 1 and 2. I never knew until today that Jonathan Terry was in here, man. So that's 3 classic horror movies. I mean, 2 for the sake of argument, because I know a lot of people don't like Return of the Living Dead 2. But I'm gonna go ahead and say he's in 3 classic horror movies of all time. 2 classic properties to sum it up. But people, we're 8 minutes into this intro. I'm getting long-winded. It's Halloween. I'm ready to get this shit popping with y'all and close it out on a strong note. I feel like it's gonna be, no days off, man. Tomorrow's the 1st. And tomorrow's Wednesday. I was kind of like sneaking in commentaries on days that weren't Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as of recently, but tomorrow's Wednesday, so I think we're gonna start the Thanksgiving holiday grub-a-dub-dub themes tomorrow. I got Good Burger 2 trailer reaction coming for y'all. I probably will wait until Thursday to drop that. Y'all gotta hear that one, man, because that was, I don't even want to talk about it. It's gonna fuck up my entire mood if I start talking about it, people. But back on Voodoo, the Voodoo that they do, they have not been disappointing, man, for the most part. I did not know that they had so much shit on here. I was going to look for this on I would have thought that Halloween 3 would have been on Tubi, but this saves us a bunch of ads and all of that other type of bullshit, people. But yes, this is the standard theatrical run through of Halloween 3, and that's just in case y'all are tuning in with me. And y'all know, if y'all are tuning in, y'all are the true Tudor Reviews MVP. So let's jump off spooky season finale. Happy Halloween commentary for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I will hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. God, I love this old school Universal logo, man. I feel like if they do a Halloween movie that puts Michael Myers back in the 70s or possibly the 80s, okay. They didn't give a shit about what I was saying. They should use that old Universal logo if it's a Halloween period piece. This was like, I remember this used to come on, I don't know what channel it was back in the day. Was it PHL 1757? But I was always a little bit uh, fascinated with this opening because I was so used to the the pumpkin, the Halloween theme, but obviously they were going in a different direction here. And it wasn't until after I saw Halloween Ends, I did not know that they purposely had their opening credits. I think they had the same color opening credits as this one because they wanted people to know, like, listen, we're about to get as weird and make this as much of a departure as Halloween 3 was. And that's what Halloween Ends was. Speaking of Halloween Ends, man, I saw somebody it popped up on my timeline. Somebody had did their ranking of the Halloween franchise. It was very interesting to see Halloween Ends in their top 5. I think that's decent, man, cuz I said this on Bump in the Night podcast when me, Johnny Zuko, and Ginger Snap, and I believe it was Aaron. Was Aaron Delatoro on there from Cinema Space Podcast? Shout out to him and their podcast anyway. But I remember saying that Halloween Ends was my most disappointed movie of the year. But I felt like, as I said, as time goes on, people are going to warm up to this movie, man, and people are going to it's going to get a cult following as the years go on. And surely enough, I mean, it's number 10 for me, smack dead 10 in the ranking. But it's much like Halloween 3 here, it's grown on me. The score in this movie is so fucking fire, by the way. It again, I go back to Halloween Ends. It is very much that synthesized old school, type of score. It's the same type of thing. Now, automatically they let you know this ain't Haddonfield, Illinois. We in Cali. Forgot this dude's running for his fucking life in the first couple minutes of the movie. Man, they should have been playing California Love, honestly, because he looks like he's out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Now, I tried so hard, people. Like, as a kid, I tried so hard to tell myself, "Oh, that's Michael Myers in the car chasing this guy down." Even when the dude with the suit comes out and stalking him, I'm like, "Oh, he works for Michael Myers." Like, I kept making. I was in denial, man. It was a bad. It was a bad fucking time, yo. I do think this is one of those movies that, as much as I've grown to appreciate it's still to this day. Damn, they spun the block for him and everything. It to this day though, it still raises more questions than answers, which is fine, because it's kind of one of those one-off movies until they decide to do a sequel. So it doesn't bother me much. Kind of adds to the creep factor. It's Paul Dano. This is like the most calm execution that you will ever see on screen, yo. 'Cause he's just like, I'm going to kill you now. I would assume that this dude that's choking him sounds just like Mr. Rogers, because Mr. Rogers just never, like, his voice never went above a certain volume. He's like, ah, that's better. It's like the best chiropractor ever. Then it's like that, like you are so hell bent on just keeping that mask with you. But I guess he wanted to keep it to prove to everybody, like, yo, this is what they're making, they're manufacturing it, shit's about to go down. It's not a Halloween movie without a thunderstorm. I feel like that is very important. Even if you're going to do a one-off experimental Halloween film, you have to have a thunderstorm. It's only right. It rains in the original Halloween. Part 2 don't count because it's the same night, so technically it rained in that movie. It's a thunderstorm in this. It's a thunderstorm in 4 and 5 and 6. H2O has no atmosphere at all. Resurrection doesn't either. Is there a thunderstorm in Rob Zombie's Halloween? I don't think so, but it is in part 2.
When we come back, Tina will be here to tell you what you can do about junk mail. Stay with us.
This is the theme song that has haunted people's fucking dreams for years. I almost posted this just to get on everybody's nerves on Facebook, but I was like, nah, it wasn't that type of morning.
Yes, kids, you too can own one of the big Halloween 3. That's right, 3 horrific masks.
Did he just say the name of the movie in the movie?
They're frightening, and they glow in the dark.
And they glow. I'm not sure who this actor looks like, but how far up his hat is rolled is definitely bothering me. I don't know. This motherfucker look like an extra from like What's Happening or something. Or maybe an extra in like Dawn of the Dead or something. Jesus. He's like, buddy, what the fuck? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Or maybe he's just, that motherfucker's winded. He just ran, for the last 6 counties over. He's like, I can't do this shit no more. Listen, people, God bless that guy, because in the really real world, you run up on a black person like that, they are not going to make your business their business. Now, I'm not saying we won't do the right thing and call help, but it kind of reminds me, I don't think the driver was black, but it kind of reminds me of No Country for Old Men, where Josh Brolin's like, take me to another hotel or take me to another motel, and then the driver's like, well, why don't we just call it square from here and I just drop you off.
We leave our food at the table.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's bad time.
I'm used to it, remember?
What did you bring us?
Well, wait, this is, yeah.
She was on a, like Nancy Keys, she was on a roll around this time, man, because she was, Halloween. Obviously, her dead body made a cameo in.
Mom already got us mask. Silver Shamrock, look.
All right, well now y'all got another set of masks. You ungrateful fucks.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
So, how you been? You gotta call in.
Drinking and doctoring, great combination.
Okay.
Jesus, look at that TV, man. What a time. I wasn't even born back then.
Turn that down.
Yeah, this is Chalice. When? What's his condition?
It's like, I don't know. His lungs exploded from how much he just ran.
His condition is stable. Castle had to leave early, so I thought I should call
Sure,
you.
sure, it's fine.
He has not let go of that mask.
Listen, he just walked up out of the rain. I swear to God, that's all there was to it. I just brought him here.
He like, look, man, I got warrants. I don't want no parts of this shit. He's just, he is pleading his case, man.
Hey, can I leave now?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Yep.
Thanks a lot for bringing me. Appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you, Doc. I was always taught that when somebody needs help, you help them. I mean, unless there's going to be trouble. There's not going to be any trouble, is it? I mean, you never know when somebody might be needing
Are you
help.
going to give him time to respond?
And it might be my time next time.
He's like, my daddy told me when he came back from the Tuskegee experiments that motherfucker was rambling for a second. He's like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. As soon as he heard they're coming for all of us or whatever he said, he got out of there. And he's like, yep, you put some pep in my step, baby. He's like, I'm late for the Shaft reunion. Rest in peace, shout out to Richard Roundtree, man. And rest in peace, shout out to God damn it, man, Matthew Perry passed away. People, now I'm not a fan of the TV show Friends at all, but oh my God, man, I was like, the way that he passed away, and I was reading an excerpt from his book, and he was saying that he wanted people to remember him for the TV show Friends. He wanted that to be last, like one of the last things people remembered him for. And Dr. Childish just grabbed her ass. Yeah, Me Too movement, sir. That shit is not gonna fly today. And even if they did fuck around, it's like you gotta keep it PG in the workplace, sir. It's some pretty good subtle shots in this movie too. Like, I don't know, man. I guess it's because I got so spoiled with Halloween 2. Like, I love the shots of corridors, like empty corridors, just empty settings in general in this movie. I think Tommy Lee Wallace, like having John Carpenter, having John Carpenter have Tommy Lee Wallace under his wing definitely helped this movie be creepy. I thought that was him humming for a second. I was about to say he is enjoying these these gloves a little too much. Now, okay, I know this is California, it's not Haddonfield, but goddamn, like, is everybody under the same management like as Haddonfield Memorial Hospital? Because where is the rest of the staff? Where are the patients? Where are the people? Like, there's no traffic in these hallways. The motherfuckers got 2 patients totaled in there. He didn't even try to put up a fight. He's just like, is this guy about to do what I think he's about to do? Yep, he's about to do it. Ugh. Fuck. Oh shit. I don't remember it being like that. God damn. Maybe because I was so used to seeing it on like regular basic cable. I don't remember him digging in this shit like that. That was pretty brutal. This movie, that's one thing. Okay, we're in the ball game now, people. This Halloween is very tame as far as violence goes, and it's really not about violence. It's about terror, suspense, tension, pacing, and Halloween 2, they definitely made it bloodier. They even went back and shot some shit to make it bloodier, but this one definitely gets gory as fuck at times, yo. This set the stage for the type of violence we would get later on in the Halloween franchise as a whole. Just what? Spit it out. He's like, who's Amanda? She's like, Amanda. Come on, you running almost full speed. You can't catch up to this fuck. That's wild. Mm. Now clearly he had blocks of C4 in his damn car. Yeah, I was about to say they need to check his dental records, like Dr. Loomis said in part two. But that motherfucker's a robot. Like I don't, you can't identify a cyborg.
My ex-wife.
Okay, it's his ex-wife.
No, Linda, it's nothing like that at all. If you just relax for a minute, the 2 men died here tonight. No, it wasn't an accident. Listen, I'll tell you all about it later, all right? I've really got to go. Sure, Saturday night. Yeah, that'd be fine. They can both stay with me all night.
That dude just, like, is he going to take his firefighter hat off? Like, we get it. We
I
understand.
really gotta go. Bye.
That mask, man, the root of all evil. That they tried to, there's a lot of people out there. There's fan theories, there's fan art, there's fan edits for clips, even a Halloween Ends fan edit clip for the ending. But like people try to tie Silver Shamrock into the actual Halloween franchise with Michael Myers. They do that all the time. I think it can be done. I've said this in plenty of episodes. I've said this plenty of times online. It can be done. You can bridge the gap between Halloween 3 and the rest of the series. Like you can tie this shit into Michael Myers.
Ma'am, I wouldn't. Not yet.
Let's get it over with.
She's like, well, goddamn.
Yes, that's my father. What happened?
Oh, some crazy man killed himself in the parking lot right after. Drugs, probably.
Is that it? My father's dead because of some
The
crazy...
whole thing is under investigation.
Dead.
You've had a hard night and you've come a long way. When you feel better, I'll have some questions. And maybe some more answers.
Typical fucking response right there. Creep ass Dr. Chalice. He's worse than fucking, Will Ferrell when he was crashing funerals. And first of all, I've always wondered this, man. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Like, what's the age gap between Dr. Chalice and this chick right here? Because I always just assumed she was like a much, much, much younger chick. And Dr. Chalice, like, I'm not gonna call him an old man, but I almost called him Tom Scared again. Tom Atkins, man.
Chalice, I'm only the assistant.
Like, how old is you, bruh? What are you doing?
Much. It's taking a while. The guy was just a pile of ashes. I know the sheriff thinks he was on drugs.
That doesn't make any sense. I've seen lots of people on drugs. The man was in complete control. He looked like a businessman.
He had to be one strong businessman, I can tell you that. You don't just pull someone's skull apart without a little lower arm strength. Know what I mean?
Teddy, just do me this one favor. Check this one out yourself.
No, I can't do that. It's got to go through the...
Please.
This thing's really got you.
I've been with that hospital for 8 years. Somebody just doesn't walk in.
See what I can do. No promises.
Thanks.
I was always good at moonlighting, wasn't I?
Oh, the best. Hey, do you still have that, How you been?
Okay, you?
Okay.
Sierra Mesa's still making you drink your ass off.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Chalice is a real charmer, man.
Hey, you gonna be all right?
Bet he was a bit of a hoe back in his heyday, if he still isn't right now. It's always, by the way, it's always good to have a close friend in a morgue. It's like, listen, I need you to check the stomach of this body and see if there's a tape inside of it. At some point when I would go to bars, which was ages ago, that's how I like it to be. Empty. Oh,
The
Halloween.
Immortal Classic, followed by the big giveaway at 9. Brought to you by
Okay, now there's a lot of people out there that say, well, you could never tie Michael Myers into Season of the Witch because they put a trailer for the first movie in Halloween 3. You can't do that. You can't bridge that gap. Actually, you can. My theory is that the Michael Myers murders were so crazy and so notoriously known that they made a movie out of it. You know, who's to say that somebody didn't try to cash in after the Haddonfield murders, the babysitter murders? You know, somebody tried to cash in on that. You know, that could be a callback to what Dr. Loomis did with his book in the Rob Zombie movies.
I'm sorry about your father.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
Did my father say anything to you the night he died?
This chick, what's her name? Stacey Atkins? Like, she looks like she was in maybe, I don't know, Night of the Comet or something.
Said tell Ellie I love her.
You lying bastard.
A bad liar, but
Right.
thank you anyway.
Wait a second. I saw something that night. I don't know. Your father came into the hospital and he...
Speaking of Night of the Comet, man, I don't know if I said this in a couple commentaries ago. I watched the trailer for it. Is it supposed to be a comedy?
And in a little while he was dead. And I don't know what the hell is going on.
I know the girl from Weekend at Bernie's is in it. The first Weekend at Bernie's, the one that I don't know what that dude's name is. Is it Jonathan Silver?
I like this place.
Can't remember.
The business was getting bad.
How would y'all feel if they remade Weekend at Bernie's? I think if you remake Weekend at Bernie's, like if you play it up strictly for laughs and there's no realistic aspects whatsoever, then you could do it. But if you don't, and you like add some realistic shit to it, Bernie's body is going to start decomposing. You know, his body was in tip-top shape over the course of 2 movies.
October 18th, Merchants Council meeting. He was there. I checked. October 19th, football game. He was there too. October 20th, pick up more masks.
Yeah. That's the kind your father had in his hand.
October 21st, dinner with Minnie. Minnie Blankenship. He never showed up. He never called.
You've been busy.
I think my father ran into trouble somewhere between here and Santa Mira.
Santa Mira?
Where they make those.
Blankenship is
Maybe they know.
Blankenship's a name that would pop up
I'm not going back to LA until I find out
later
what
on
happened
in
to
the
my father.
franchise. That would pop up in Halloween 6. Mrs. Blankenship is the lady that was babysitting Michael Myers on Halloween night. Which I think is it's a cool tie-in, but lady, your negligence was crazy because how the fuck did Michael just wander fuck off from your house and go murder his sister? Like, you should be under investigation for that.
No, I can't.
And she was in a cult.
I'll call you Monday. I gotta go. Bye.
My man said Monday.
We'll be back with more Dance Party right after these messages.
Excuse people. Jesus, man, this this theme is everywhere. This music falls more in line with The Fog, right here,
Then we go about 10 miles and turn right on 33.
where it almost sounds like chords and synthesizers.
Here in the middle of nowhere.
Listen, Santa Mira, founded 1887, farming community, grew up around a large dairy. After World War II, a wealthy Irishman, Colonel Cochrane, converted it into a toy factory. Silver Shamrock Novelties. Now given over to the manufacture and sale of Halloween masks. Largest in the world. Proud community.
This is also the first Halloween movie up until Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I believe, that takes place over the course of a couple days. Usually when we get these Halloween movies, it takes place on Halloween Eve and then Halloween day and night. Maybe the next morning, depending on the aftermath and the ending. But this is a couple days in the making. All of this shit is going on. You get a couple bodies each day, then you get that third act. But Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 did that, where it's like you see Michael just trekking his way back to Haddonfield over the course of a couple days. I think Halloween Ends did that shit too. I don't know. I gotta go back and watch it. You would think that me being a Halloween buff, I would know these things without question, right? I like this little small town right here. I dig small towns, man, where everything is pretty much in walking distance, but
For this, we need a plan.
Okay, how about this? We get back to that gas station. See if they know anything. We could pose as a couple of buyers, maybe rent a couple of rooms in that motel. That way, at least we'd have some place to talk without the whole town watching us.
You just trying to fuck, bro. You're not even like just subtle about it at all. It's like, I've got an idea that can solve this mystery. Let's get a room and sleep in the same bed and just see what pops up. Hopefully it's not me.
Good evening to you.
Say, partner, you happen to know, is there a vacancy here in this motel? My wife and I need a place to stay.
You've come to the...
He's like, your wife, you sure it's not your daughter?
It's cozy, it's quiet, and the price is right.
Oh, man, I believe you, bruh.
Keep him happy just for a minute.
I believe him. I'd be like, yo, you know what? I'm going to rent here more often. And I'm going to give you a 5-star review just for... Like, look how enthusiastic this dude is. Like, all I would need at the moment was for him to just give me the backstory. Like, this was founded by my great-great-great-great-great-great-grand-uncle back in 19. Like 1902, but back in 19. Like, I want the whole backstory from this guy. He is amazing. Now, I don't know. Is this the guy that gets his doesn't he get his head pulled off or some shit?
Like Packers, aren't you?
Oh, no. I think that's there's like a drunk guy that gets his head pulled off at some point. I don't think it's him.
There's Mr. Cochrane now.
Cochrane? Yeah, and look. Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie. Like, who you about to kill creeping around like that in that car?
A great man, Colonel Cochrane. A true genius.
Did you borrow Jeff Bridges' eyebrows too? Not gonna lie, oh shit. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I didn't hurt him. Hey, sorry about that. Glad it didn't hit you. Had a great big thank you for taking it up. You all right?
No problem.
Hey, buddy Cup for San Diego. This is my wife, Betty.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh.
Right there's Little Bud.
She's friendly.
Busted?
Don't you dare go in the street! Do you hear me?
Oh, he should have just slammed headfirst into that car on some Wayne's World shit. Hi, Wayne. Hi.
Yes, thank you, sir. Have a pleasant stay. Mr. Cutler, I presume.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, man. It may sound mean, but like, okay, let's just say in movies. In movies, when people flip over on their bikes, like flip over cars, is gold. Wayne's World is one of the best examples of that. When Laura Flynn Boyle flips over that goddamn car, it is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
This place is a zoo.
I saw Cochrane. His car, anyway.
And your old man stayed here on the 20th.
I was right. We'll go directly to the factory. We'll
Whoa,
find out
hold on.
exactly
Slow down. It's getting late. I could use a drink. Let's take our time.
It's okay with you?
To stay, I mean.
I think these
You know what, man?
clothes could probably
The
hold
fact that he
out
said
for
I
at
could
least
use a
1 more
drink.
day.
Now I've only got coffee right next to me, but I wish this was a
Maybe I ought to get another room.
I wish this was an intox commentary, man.
What I mean is, if you'd feel more comfortable, I could sleep in the car. Be better on this floor anyway.
Where do you want to sleep, Dr. Chalice?
Oh God.
That's a dumb question, Miss Grimbridge.
Meanwhile, he's about to walk up to her and like, let me see your ID. How old are you? That is the lamest fucking kiss in movie history. But I was saying, man, I wish this was an intox commentary, and I gotta shout out Chris Texter on this, man, because this guy, I'm not even gonna say it's a challenge. He did do it was a request where he was like, yo, you should do an intox commentary for the entire, like a revisited commentary for the entire Halloween franchise, intox commentary, and I was like, God damn, that is going to take some work. I think the Halloween movies I've done intox commentaries for were Halloween Kills, Halloween 5, and I believe Halloween Resurrection. But to do the whole series drunk is gonna take some time, bruh. I got you. I have not forgotten, and I got your boys on that Scary Movie 2 commentary soon. I'll get it in there. I have not forgotten about y'all requests, man. I just redid my list to polish it up and make it fancy on this new board I got. And I have not forgotten y'all requests, man. I haven't. I know that some, you know, there's Why Did I Get Married 2 on that list, and P2, and you know, Scary Movie 2, and it was something else, man. It's a lot of other shit on there. Oh, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Somebody told me to do that. The Princess Diaries. Like, it's all kinds of shit. I have not forgotten about y'all. I got locked into a specific theme for September and October, and I'm trying to keep that going. So I feel like January. God damn, bruh.
I didn't mean to scare you. I saw that bottle. Thought it looked pretty heavy. I ain't got no diseases. You mind if I have a drink?
I do mind.
Damn. Thank you. Hey,
Nah, bro. I give you a cup. You're not drinking out of my. Listen, I don't.
He made Santa Maria what it is today.
I'm not letting nobody drink out of my motherfucking bottle, man. I don't do that.
Tell you something, mister. He brought in every damn one of them.
I got one cousin that, like, I used to drink after liquor, and it's just like, even then I stopped doing it because it's like, bro, I don't know where your motherfucking mouth has been.
You can spare it, eh? Thank you. All I can tell you, mister, is watch out. Seen the TV cameras yet? He's watching you, friend. I guarantee you that.
Oh.
Hey, Cochran! Fuck you! Shh. It's all right. It's all right. Don't matter to me. He's probably listening. If he is, I got one thing to say. It's the last Halloween for that lousy factory of his. Some pretty wild shit going on in there. I heard rumors.
Like what? What'd you hear?
This year, I'm gonna get me about a case and a half of Molotov cocktails. Burn that son of a bitch right now.
Okay.
Last Halloween for them. Last Halloween.
You know, let me say something about this guy right here. They could have easily had him play this over the top like they do the majority of like the hobos and drunkards in movies. Yes, I said drunkards, people. I sound like I'm from the fucking 1800s or something. But he could have played it over the top, but he didn't. Like, he's pretty cool about everything that's happening.
Halloween.
Oh my God, what is he drinking? Unleaded? Like, it looks like, all jokes aside, kind of looks like a Heineken bottle, but what are you doing? What? Oh yo, y'all with these little, I don't know how they create these sound effects. Fuck. Yo, is that Dick Warlock? I think that's Dick Warlock, the guy that played Michael Myers and God, oh my God, I didn't. Yo, this movie is a little more brutal than I remember. I don't remember the blood shooting out of his neck like that, but I think that was Dick Warlock, the guy that played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. God bless the whole John Carpenter family from back in the day.
Oh, sorry.
Lady.
I didn't mean to scare you. You picking up an order? Huh? Are you picking up an order at the factory? Oh, yeah. I figured. There's no other reason to be in this godforsaken place. All I can say is good luck to both of us. They may make great masks, but ever since they started doing big volume business, the little guy has to stand in line, you know what I mean? I gave up ordering by mail. I hate trying to deal with them in person. You can't win. Oh, no, I hate to say anything, but the merchandise is slipping. I mean, my 4-year-old was throwing the thing against the wall, granted. The trademark shouldn't just come right off.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
By the way, my name's Marge Gutman. My shop's on Union Square in San Francisco. You can't miss it. Why don't you look me up?
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Thank you for every bit of useless information you just gave me. I appreciate it. And it's a shame though, like, because honestly, she was such a nice lady. It's a shame what's about to happen to her. I do remember this, and I do remember this being pretty pretty messed up. You know, once she seen that motherboard in the back of that chip, in the back of that emblem right there, she should have just left it alone. Use the whole blanket as a towel. I mean, I don't know if that's considered a blanket or whatever. Whatever. What book is that she's reading? What does it say? Carlos who? I don't know what it says.
Why would I be at home when there's something like this cooking? Get it, cooking?
Got anything?
No, someone made a colossal boo-boo. We've been doing an autopsy on part of the car. Seat, dashboard, something. Just plastic and metal shavings. 2 days wasted because somebody mixed up the envelopes. Where are you calling from?
Santa Mira, Rosa Shannon Motel. I'll check back with you tomorrow.
All right, Sherlock. Ciao.
I'm looking at another I had looked on Instagram for like 2 seconds, but I'm looking at this Halloween ranking. I'm not gonna say whose ranking it is, but they've got Halloween H2O at number 2, and I'm like, I'm like, how, Sway? I just don't. I'm sorry, man. Like, listen, it's Halloween. We're doing Halloween 3 commentary, people. Like, let's just talk Halloween for a second. Halloween H2O, I did an entire episode on this, if you guys can find it. I do not give that movie a pass. Like, everybody loves Halloween H2O, and don't get me wrong, I love a lot about that movie. But the sins that movie commits are just unforgivable, man. And everybody gives it a fucking pass. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand, yo. That shit's got 4 different masks. The score is awful. No disrespect to John. I think John Ottman did the score. The score is awful, doesn't fit well with a Halloween movie at all in any sequence.
No.
And the movie has no atmosphere whatsoever.
Wait.
It's a Scream ripoff.
Howard.
Relax. I'm older than I look.
Come on with the trick answer, Leo. Like, no, he needs proof. She's like, relax, I'm older than I look. I may look 17, but I'm actually 18. But yeah, man, Halloween H2O, I do not give it a pass, people. Now, don't get me wrong, it's got arguably one of the greatest third acts in any horror movie ever, and one of the best endings I've ever seen, man. I remember her cutting Michael Myers' head off. Oh my god! But I just feel like everything that's wrong with the movie just sticks out like a sore thumb. I can't stand that. Now here she go with her, curiosity killed the cat moment. Soon as she saw that in the back of that thing, she should just left it alone. Mm-mm. 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 Ooh. Mm-mm.
What's that?
Who cares?
She's like, fuck, this shit burns. Look at her fucking face. Ugh. Her shit's busted up. Oh, and then the bug, like, that's like, come on, man. Insult to injury. That's another thing this movie does, man. The incorporation of bugs. Like, at some point, we know the scene y'all know the scene I'm talking about. Where the pumpkin, the boy puts the pumpkin mask on, and that mask activates pretty much. Those fucking snakes and crickets and bugs come out of the, like, come on, man. This movie gets wild. Like, I know it doesn't get any wilder. It shouldn't get any wilder than a guy just breaking out of an institution, putting a mask on, and murdering people on Halloween night. But this movie goes to some dark places, man, that I feel like a lot of people need to learn to appreciate. I definitely am one of those people that learn to appreciate it.
I met.
Excuse me, I'm a doctor, please. I said I'm a doctor.
Don't trouble yourself, sir. She'll get the best care money can buy.
The best care? She's dead.
Who's in charge of the patient?
By Mr. Cochran.
He's like, it's just a Moonraker laser. She'll be good in no time. Here come this sinister old bastard.
Mr. Cochran, good to see you, sir.
Ah, good evening, Mr. Rafferty.
Whoa, Dracula. What is he, Christopher Lee? Good evening.
The very best possible treatment, I promise you that.
Where are they taking her?
This motherfucker. He came out with the spooky Ooga Booga. Oh, good evening.
What happened? Misfire.
He should have just walked off like, I want $100 billion.
Just go.
Y'all see how I made that come full circle on the Tudor Reviews podcast, people? I just had that, that Dr. Evil reference from the first Austin Powers. Austin Power is a loose spoof of what? James Bond. I said the Moonraker laser thing. I don't do this on purpose. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm just a geek at the end of the day. I feel like it's going to pay off one day. All this movie knowledge, so to speak, it's going to be a swell payoff, people. Damn, man, I'm really thinking like today is Halloween. It's been a nice little run. It's been a very nice run for October. But then November we get right into the November themed commentaries, man.
Hello?
Can you talk?
Sure. I just finished sifting the ashes.
What do you have?
That's what I don't have that bothers me. You know, I'm starting to wonder if someone hasn't been tampering with this stuff.
I'm starting to wonder if you're going to have some answers for me when I call this phone.
There would have to be some bone fragments or teeth or something. I've got nothing here to indicate there was ever a body at all. Just ashes and car parts. How about you?
Listen, Teddy, do me another favor. Will you find out everything you can about Connell Cochran? He runs Silver Shamrock. Halloween mask.
Connell Cochran.
Donald Cockburn. Got you.
All right, but this is going to cost you some serious dinners when you get back.
I'm always ready for dinner with you.
You liar. Bye.
Bye.
I needed more on their backstory. Now I'm guessing that was like a speaker that they panned down to right there. The fact that the adults here are just really in the way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not in the way because they're the ones that are going to buy these masks for the kids, but they are basically leading. They don't even understand that they're leading these kids to their dooms, man. The plot is to get rid of these kids, man.
Here's his signature.
On Halloween night, which is crazy to me. I feel like a sequel to this, it does not work without Tom Atkins. I said this before. Tom Atkins has to be the guy running around town, you know, in his old age. They're like, oh, that's the town crackpot, you know, the crazy guy who just keeps saying they're coming, they're coming. He's got to be like Kevin McCarthy in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. He's got to be like just crazed old man running around. Nobody believes him. But I feel like there does have to be a mention of the aftermath. You know, because this movie, it ends on a cliffhanger. So it's got to be an aftermath, like such and such amount of kids were killed on Halloween night by these manufactured Shamrock masks.
When do we get to see him making the masks?
Real soon, little buddy.
Buddy, my feet are
Hey,
killing me.
come on. The fun's just starting.
I've seen enough. Let's get
All
out
right,
of here.
all right. Oh, wait.
Well, so this is Buddy Kupfer and his lovely family. My friends, Mr. Kupfer sold more Silver Shamrock masks this year by far than anyone else in the country.
All right. And the chick is like, what the hell is going on here?
And as for my other friends, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Smith, of course. Look, my apologies for that little bit of a disturbance last night, but I want you both to know that Mrs. Gutman is going to be fine. She's been flown to a hospital in San Francisco.
I'm assuming that they have the best plastic surgeon in the world.
I just tell you one thing. A replacement order is being prepared for you, absolutely free. The whole thing's on me.
He's like, okay. That was the best nervous laugh ever.
Would it be all right if my friends come along?
Oh, yes, I was just about to ask them. If you'd like to.
This motherfucker Cochran reminds me of a taller, slightly slimmer version of Francis's dad in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The Buxtons are not thieves. We've been setting up his birthday train set. Like, all these motherfuckers talk like Shakespearean Draculas. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of cool how they make those masks in there. Not gonna lie.
The latex is heated and poured. After that, it's cooled and poured off. Then it's all just a matter of trimming, painting, and packaging.
Excuse me, people. Speaking of these masks, I love that they brought these masks back for the Halloween 2018. And I love how Michael puts the mask on. He puts the mask on Marion Marcus, I think his name was, and Vanessa when he kills him, or after he kills him.
This is it. Hall of Fame time.
What's famous?
You really don't know? Colonel Cochran, the all-time genius of the practical joke. He invented sticky toilet paper. Oh, you must know.
What?
The dwarf gag, the soft chainsaw, all his.
No, gee, I didn't know that.
And before that, he used to make toys. Oh, remember that? When I had one of those when I was a kid, used to sit and watch it for hours. But a man has always paid attention.
Oh, it's old Chief
to
Woodenhead.
Now, we all together?
Can I have a mask?
Just what I had in mind for you, little buddy.
I want that one.
Oh, no. Look over here.
This is the one that would kill you. You can have this one.
This one is.
Whoa.
That poor kid,
There
man.
you are. Wonderful. What final process?
Don't ask me.
She don't know what's going on. She just there. Just taking up space. You just an extra body to drop at the end of the night.
Hey, Mr. Cochran, just what is the final process?
I'm sure it's just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Quality inspection, the seal of approval.
Thanks
You
for
know
the
usual.
explanation.
And of course, a couple of trade
And
secrets.
it's not like they're not asking the right questions. They're just not
Sorry.
questioning his answers, if that makes any sense.
Just one little look.
Well, you see, part of the inspection process involves volatile chemicals, very dangerous. So I wouldn't want to put anybody in any danger.
Oh, sure, I understand.
Now listen, I hope you and your family will be able to have breakfast with me tomorrow morning. I'd like your opinion on some of our sales material.
My opinion? Oh, sure.
Do you know he's one of the richest men in the country? And he got that way selling cheap gags and Halloween masks. Oh, God, there's hope for us yet.
It's very valuable to me, you know.
Everybody's so just obsessed with this guy.
Thank you, sir.
Where's little buddy?
Oh, there he is running down this street. Into everything, always.
Excuse me. Darling, I think it's time we were going.
Oh, see you later. What's up?
I just saw a couple of men who looked strangely familiar. And there's another one. They look an awful lot like the man who killed your father.
Meanwhile, they're not even actually men, they're just mannequins.
Car.
Wait, Ellie.
Ellie about to blow up the spot. She's looking at him like, do you guys come with dialogue or what?
Secrets.
They just standing there like they built like that, like they bodyguard. Now I know they are robots, but fuck out of here. I'd have jumped at one of them niggas like, yo, motherfucker, you can't fight.
I think it's time for the Marines.
I'm scared. I think we should leave.
All right,
Now it's time to leave.
you pack. I'll call the police. This place has to fall under somebody's jurisdiction.
Let's go soon, okay?
All right, all right.
Bruh.
Hello. Operator, this is an emergency. I want to...
Sorry, we cannot complete your call as dialed. Please hang up and check.
Here we go.
Yes, information.
I'm sorry, we cannot complete your call as dialed. Please hang up and check the number and dial again.
It's about to hit the fan, I think.
Ellie!
Oh yeah, they done snatched her ass up.
Ellie!
You left the door open. Oh dear. Because that's not creepy at all. Damn. I was about to say, I would have told them all y'all can line it up. I'll just fight y'all one at a time. But the way they busted that door down, it's like, yeah, these guys are definitely not playing fair. That would have been so. Oh man, it would have been. I feel like you're at a disadvantage because you are in their town. But there's lots of places to run and hide, but they're everywhere. The motherfuckers got the silver Shamrock Murphmobile from like Wayne's World, pretty much. It's like 17 of them inside of it. Oh, they got her. Never mind. But it is like, it's like, how many of y'all are in there?
Operator.
Please hang up and try again. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, you have to dial your operator for assistance.
Then the driver of that silver Shamrock car, he's like, oh, this isn't a red light. Let me keep going. Shit. I wasn't alarmed by that, by the way. First of all, like come on, man. You don't have to. It's not your wife. It's not even his girlfriend. I don't think they made anything official. And she's 12 fucking years old. He shouldn't be messing around with her anyway. But the fact that he's going after her, it's like, all right, man. Do you really want to do this? Telling you, man, we gotta, like, if we're put in horror movie situations, we gotta pick and choose our battles very wisely. That is a fine looking piano right there. Not even gonna lie. That is creepy as shit.
Where's the girl? Where is she? Where is she?
It's not. Yeah, it's not real. It's a pretty good effect, though. Everybody's just been getting manhandled by these guys throughout the whole movie. Okay. Now he's like, oh my God, I don't hit as hard as I think I do. Oh. Now he's looking like, y'all bleed orange juice? That's wild. The wiring inside of it. He's just like, now Dr. Chalice is like, yo, what is going on?
Clumsy. This was a rare piece. German.
Yeah.
Made in Munich, 1785. Let's try to get a replacement. Ah, Mr. Chalice.
Where's Ellie?
Like he didn't see him there the whole time.
Ah, sure, I believe she's resting just now. Didn't take you long to get here, Mr. Chalice. Dr. Chalice, I should say. It'll be morning soon. Halloween morning. Be a very busy day for me. Being a medical man, you should find it quite interesting.
Ugh, the way he's wiping that shit off of his hands. That's like the least of his worries right now. I mean, I would want to get that shit off my hands too. He was admiring this, the daytime a little too much. He's like, oh, I'm out of character.
The surprising thing is that the internal components were quite simple to produce, really. The outer features took much longer to perfect, but then, of course, in the end, it's just another form of mask making. Bless you. Convincing, aren't they? Loyal and obedient, unlike most human beings.
See, I'd have been a smartass in that elevator. I'd be like, yeah, I like Cyberdyne Systems models better. Y'all could use some work.
Those who went before me, they never dreamed of anything like this.
What is this place?
Can't you tell? Advanced, ancient technology. A good magician never explains. Come on, then. You've still got time to figure it out all by yourself. Ancient sacrificial circle. Stonehenge.
My dog is being very obnoxious right
We
now.
had a time getting it here. You wouldn't believe how we did it. It has a power in it. A force. Part Devastated.
You know, Cochran is he's just an evil old bastard. He just woke up one day and was like, yeah, I want all the kids to die.
Look, Doctor, you asked about the girl.
Damn, look how dated that technology is, that security system.
Where is she?
Right in there. Your friend, Miss Gutman. You killed her. Oh, no, Miss Gutman was the victim of a misfire. The others... What you really need to see is a demonstration, and there's one coming right up.
This is... This is wild, man. Like, this demonstration they got, this is insane. You know, neither one of the parents at any point was like, yo, you guys don't smile, like, y'all don't talk. Nope.
Mr. Cochran will be right along.
I don't like this place. It gives me the creeps.
No. Don't get scared now.
Mommy.
Relax a minute, will you? Mr. Cochran will be here and everything will be fine. He just wants my opinion about some television commercials or something.
Or something.
You know, I still can't figure out why they won't take my orders for next year.
Honestly, there should have been something way more horrifying waiting for them in that room. He should have gave him that pen and pad so he could have wrote his review after they were forced to watch House of the Dead.
All right, roll it.
Scariest shit ever. And I don't mean that in a good way. Oh my god, people.
It's time. It's time. Time for the big
This is just the same old stuff.
Halloween has come. All you lucky kids with silver Shamrock masks, gather round your TV set. Put on your masks and watch.
Honey, don't get too close. You'll ruin your eyes.
Gather round.
Amongst other things.
Watch the magic pumpkin. Watch.
I think this whole thing is a big joke. I mean, look at this.
This is wild, man. The kid is like, what is this? Ugh. Fuck. Ah, the bugs. I can't do it. Now, it took that for the parents to be like, wait, I think there's something strange going on here. Oh, those fucking crickets, no. She just died of shock. God. Jesus Christ, man. That's got to be the most disturbing thing in the entire Halloween franchise. Woof. I'm telling you, I don't do bugs, but snakes. Oh, that actress, I wonder how much she got paid to have that snake really crawl on her face like that. Tom Atkins was everybody in the theater at the time when they saw this. It was like, what the fuck? Tom Atkins was just like, oh god, this is much worse than I thought. Cochran, he had that look on his face like, maybe this has gone a little too far. He almost looked like he was second guessing it. He's gonna go to the control room like, yeah, try to tone it down on the crickets and maybe two, less snakes than it were, before. Look at those masks. They're flying off the shelves, man. Everybody's got them.
Kids, the clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the horathon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking.
Well, it wouldn't say Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You see it's in Nebraska, Ohio. It would not say Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because the kids out here are way more adventurous with their costumes, man. But this was just to show you the scope of how wild this shit was, man. This is nationwide. They've got these masks. Even Dr. Chalice's kids, man, front and center. This shot right here, this Phoenix, Arizona shot, is beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful shots. That skyline, the shadows of the kids, well, not shadows, but like silhouettes, whatever you want to call it. But that shot is beautiful. That's on the front cover of Halloween 3. But that lets you know that it's going down, man.
Thank you.
Oh no. So I don't know. I just saw something. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the movie Fall that came out, I think last year. Hilarious, but I feel like if you've got anxiety and fear of heights like I do, it definitely is an effective movie. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be one of the silliest movies ever, but they do some pretty decent stuff with it. But
Sorry. Listen, I've got something
it says
to look at.
they have ordered Fall 2 and 3. They want to start a franchise, but who gonna keep going up there?
Tomorrow afternoon. Okay, great. Thanks, Roger.
They shouldn't have been up there in the first place. Not the power drill. Does he kill her with that? I don't remember. Meanwhile, she's like, oh, this guy was a puppet. This was all inside of him.
Operator, can you get me the sheriff?
Wow, there goes all your evidence. Not the drill. Do they show it? Oh. They don't show it. Kind of works without showing it, but I feel like we saw somebody get decapitated, so it couldn't have hurt to show it. Maybe they were running out of money. I don't know. I have no idea what the whole situation was. Now all this quiet outside of
the horathon, Doctor. And don't forget to watch the big giveaway afterwards.
Type of freak ass shit.
Why, Cochran? Why? Do I need a reason? Mr. Comfort was right, I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. A joke on the children. But there's a better reason. You don't really know much about Halloween. You thought no further than the strange custom of having your children wear masks and go out begging for candy. It was the start of the year in our old Celtic lands, and we'd be waiting in our houses of wattles and clay. The barriers would be down, you see, between the real and the unreal. And the dead might be looking in to sit by our fires of turf. Halloween. The festival of Samhain. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red with the blood of animals.
Isn't that a movie? The Hills Run Red or something?
Part of our world. Our craft. Witchcraft. To us, it was a way of controlling our environment. Not so different now. It's time again. In the end, we don't decide these things, you know. The planets do.
Nah, he's just demonic. That's it. Like all of this, you know, the festival of Samhain and it's time. Like nah, it's all bullshit. He's just a demonic old man.
I'm glad you'll be able to watch it.
He's like, I want you to watch Halloween 1978. It's a classic.
And happy Halloween.
Fuck you, buddy. That was a nice little needle drop for when he said Happy Halloween. I mean, look, he put the silver Shamrock mask on him. He's gonna die eventually, but at least he gets to go out watching one of the greatest, or not, I'm sorry, the greatest slasher movie of all time. Dr. Chalice is looking around at the time. He's like, at least he let me watch the third act chase sequence. Life ain't so bad. Okay, maybe you can't bridge the gap because I did not know that they showed the Halloween movie on a television set twice in this movie. I didn't know that. I still think you can bridge the gap. Fuck it. Continuity, schmontinuity. I feel like in what the fuck was it? Halloween Kills. If they show footage from Halloween 2, you know, they show a quick glimpse of Nancy Loomis, Nancy Keys now. They show her character Annie on the stretcher when Sheriff Brackett finds her body in Halloween 2. They show that in Halloween Kills. So the audacity of y'all to use footage from a movie that y'all threw out of the timeline, we can say continuity, schmontinuity here too. Oh, nice going. That was actually a pretty smart idea. I don't remember how he gets out of those restraints. Is he taped or is it restraints? I don't know.
Cochran? Oh, yes, of course.
It's like, yes, extra cheese, an order of mozzarella sticks. Oh, he used the TV glass. That was smart. That I'm not so sure of. Your aim is not that good that you throw in that mask and it lands on top of the camera like that. It's not. There's slim to none chances of him doing that.
Thank you to all our good customers.
Mr. Cochran.
He trapped in it. Oh, he's gonna go in the vents. I would have took my chances with the door because I'm claustrophobic. Can't do the vents, man.
Oh, 43 share. You think so?
He's having a whole full-blown conversation. He's like, she did what? Then they're going to cut back to Cochran. He's like, yes, I did watch that episode of MASH. It's one of my favorites.
I hope the little ones will be watching. Don't forget to tell them.
He looks like he watches MASH though, like on some real shit. He looks like Cochran looks like his favorite TV shows would be like MASH, Perry Mason, Matlock, and maybe a little bit of Murder, She Wrote.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Sir, malfunction. Camera 2.
Yeah, it's time to get up out of there, bruh. Okay, at this point, you're out of there. Don't go, he should not go look for that girl. No nothing. Just get the fuck out of there. That's it. I'm telling you, man, once you are outside, this reminds me, it brings me back to Halloween Resurrection. When Bianca Kylick's character, when Sarah finally gets out of that fucking house, she goes out the window and she's on the roof and she looks down. She's like, "Oh my god!" And everybody on, and at the party's telling her to jump. She goes back inside. She goes back inside. I need both my legs, but I will risk breaking or injuring one of them if the other still works. Like, I'll be dragging ass running from Michael Myers, but I'm telling you, like, once you are outside, there's no going back inside. There's no reason he went back in there.
Shut up.
He's like, "Listen, what are the kids doing? All right, tell them to eat their vegetables before dinner."
At the Santa Mira, when they killed...
I said before dinner. I meant to say before bedtime. Y'all know what I meant.
We've lost him.
No, we haven't, Josie.
No, I'm not drunk. Listen, you have to get rid of the mask. Just... Linda.
You're just jealous is what she said. You're just jealous because I got my mask on sale.
South Corridor.
The formation of these Silver Shamrock workers is crazy. Listen, if I go back to get you, you better keep up at this point. Ain't no stragglers and all, oh, I can't, like, nah. So we are out, yo. I'm not gonna lie, the cat and mouse shit in the third act does drag quite a bit. Cause I feel like while the rest of the movie does it holds up in a creepy way. A lot of like the hide and seek stuff does not. I will say that. All those people in there, nobody saw him. Now, how did he know what buttons to push? Now, this this was a crazy idea because he's like, okay, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Because he's about to just dump this whole box of these Shamrock chips. That's crazy. Ugh. It's pretty clever. Meanwhile, Cochran, the only thing he's thinking about is how many more, employees he's got to manufacture. None of it affected him, though. You could tell he is just Satan himself. Wait, does it affect him? I don't remember. Like, is he going to explode or something? Instead, he gave him a round of applause. Oh. What? What? So he just fucking disappeared? At first, it looked like he was, turning into the male version of Emma Frost from X-Men. I'm like, oh, he's diamond encrusted now, but he just disappeared. That was pretty weak. I don't remember that. That's some bad CG fire, too. She's like, there's also an excessive amount of children dropping dead in the streets with crickets and snakes coming out of their head. Stay tuned for more details. Now she's acting all weird because she's fucking cyborg and he went back to save her ass. Meanwhile, it's not even her. See? She grabbed his face like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't you say another fucking word. Oh, why would she scratch his face like that? It's the fastest I've ever seen anybody get out of a car after a collision. Lord. Come on, you gotta do it. She's not her anymore. There you go. There's that orange juice again. As opposed to this being like I guess a Halloween movie. This reminds me, like when he just knocked her head off, her arm is still attached to the door. It reminds me of Class of 1999. If nobody's ever seen it, go back and watch it. It is one of the sleaziest, trashiest movies, but it's for the time. It's got some really decent practical effects. All the teachers are robots, and they're fucking these students up. Pam Grier's in there. I think Stacy Keach is in there. I don't know if that's how you say his name. And the dude that plays Philip from Dream Warriors is in that movie too. But it's got some really post original Terminator movie like cyborg effects in there. Yeah, how do you feel that you went back to save that? Pretty stupid, right? He looked at his watch like, it's getting late. I could use a drink. The decapitated body? Now, what I love about this ending is he has now turned into her father, pretty much. It's kind of weird, man. She's chasing the dad that ran out on her by dating this older guy, but he becomes the guy, from the first movie.
Your father, where's life and death?
And this poor black dude, he's like, God damn, man, another one? He's like, you guys just can't keep coming into my establishment like this, man.
Out, it means the death of millions of people, everyone watching. Don't you understand that? Well, say it's a bomb, then say whatever you want. Say whatever you like.
Say it's a bomb. You can go to jail for that, buddy.
No, I can't prove it. You've got to believe me. Believe me. Take it off the air now, please.
And the gas station attendant is just like, what are you talking about?
Please excuse the interruption. We're having technical problems. Please stand by.
He just lets kids come in and.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Dark masks.
Shit is on every channel.
Put on your masks and watch. All witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns.
The third commercial, it's still on, please. Take off the third channel. The third channel, it's still running. Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please, stop it. Stop it now. Turn it off. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop
There's that body snatcher shit. They're coming.
Stop it. Stop it.
That was me, like, probably throughout the majority of Halloween Resurrection. Stop it! I was fucking losing my mind. Apparently we've lost more than our minds, people. I don't even know whether I want to say we survived, because it's still up in the air, man. This is such an open-ended, like I said, it's an open-ended ending, cliffhanger ending, man. And this is something I feel like they could do a sequel to, a legacy sequel to. I think it can be done, people. But to say the least, man, we fought hard a little bit. We investigated the Silver Shamrock. I won't say we survived, but we definitely went toe to toe with Silver Shamrock on this commentary, people. As far as my rating for this, this is, like I said, in a Halloween ranking, this is definitely towards the bottom. And that's only because it's not that I don't like it, but it's because I am accustomed to having Michael Myers in these movies. Those 2 cameos on the TVs, they don't count. So I'll give this, I will give Halloween 3 Season of the Witch a very solid, interesting 7 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 because this movie, I had no idea, like I forgot that this movie was as long as it was. This movie does drag. There is a lot of dragging moments, man, and I feel like for a third act where you can go crazy with this idea, with this already crazy idea, they let it drag out, man. Like I said, the cat and mouse hide and seek shit, it drags out. It gets a tad bit boring. There were moments where I definitely got quiet, where I didn't even really care to crack any bad jokes because I was just waiting for something to happen. I'm all for the suspense, and I'm all for sometimes nothing happening in horror movies, but I feel like it's got to be an interesting nothing, if that makes any sense. But it just drags out way too much for me. I really think that's probably the biggest flaw here, man, because everything else, like the cast is decent here, the score is amazing, the gore in here is fire, the concept is easily, this is up there with, like, as far as disturbing shit in the Halloween franchise, this is up there with just a single moment from Halloween 2 where that kid's got a razor blade in his gums from bobbing for apples. That is one of the darkest moments that nobody really talks about in the Halloween franchise, and has nothing to do with Michael Myers. And I don't know if they saw that moment in Halloween 2 and tried to expand on it with this idea. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but this whole concept, man, is one of the reasons why I can give this movie way more credit nowadays, because it goes places where a lot of movies won't. You still got a lot of horror movies. I feel like it's more common now to kill kids in horror movies and do it in such a way where it's effective and they get away with it. But there are still a lot of horror movies that are scared to do that. There's a lot of horror movies that play it safe when it comes to kids. So to set this during the Halloween season, and for the entire premise to be, this Colonel Cochran and the Silver Shamrock factory making these masks that are going to wipe out these fucking kids all over the world, it's insane to me. It's something that I don't know if studios would go that far with it, like to wipe out the world with kids. I don't know if they would do it today, but I feel like if you would ever make a sequel to Season of the Witch, you got to keep that shit rolling. You got to keep the dark tone going. Make sure the score is there. Make sure it's creepy. The performances they're not terrible in this movie, man. There's a couple performances that are like, okay, whatever. They're not putting their all into it, but for the most part, I feel like the core bunch of characters, and there are characters in here, that stand out for the most part. I like how everybody kind of was congregating early on in the movie. The RV with the family pulls up. You meet that family and they've got their personalities. Then the lady pulls up, the one that gets the laser to the mouth. Then you see the old hobo. It does set up characters, man, outside of the main two that are doing the investigation. And Cochran's just a dick, man. He's a dick, and I feel like that plays well into his name. But he's just an evil guy. I'm not buying the whole. That's another thing that I kind of don't like about the movie is the fact that he gave this whole monologue about Samhain and about the kids that are begging for candy, and it's time again. It's all bullshit. It doesn't make sense to me. His plan, like I said, you woke up one morning and decided that you didn't want these kids alive on planet Earth, man. That is it. The only thing he did not do is ship the fucking Silver Shamrock mask to Indonesia and all these other places in the world, which I'm pretty sure, who knows where the Silver Shamrock mask made it to. That the door's still open for that too. But overall, everything else, man, like I said, this movie is violent as shit, and it would set up, again, the gore that we would get in later on movies, man. And it's definitely still creepy to me. It holds up pretty well. So you gotta definitely shout out Tommy Lee Wallace for being in the director's chair for this. Again, this is one of those moments, I talk about this a lot, where the big dogs let somebody that was under their tutelage step in, they get the keys to the car and they get to drive the car. I feel like, being as though Tommy Lee Wallace was under John Carpenter's wing for so many years, John Carpenter was like, okay, I want you to do this. I don't know if it was a studio decision and they didn't want Carpenter to come back, or if Carpenter just told him he wanted him to do it. Like, I'll play the background and write the script, do the score type of thing. But it is one of those gestures in the genre that I can appreciate, man. And again, shout out to John Carpenter, rest in peace. Shout out to Deborah Hill and Mustafa Khan, and shout out to everybody that worked on the movie. Shout out to Tom Atkins and Stacey Nelkin, and let me see, Dan O'Herlihy. Okay, rest in peace. Shout out to him. He passed away in 2005. He does play a decent villain, but at times it is definitely played up to be. It's one of those. I guess at the time it worked, but you go back and watch this, and it's just like you sound like every Count Dracula rendition that we've ever seen on screen. But shout out to him. Shout out to Jonathan Terry and Nancy Keys and everybody else that helped make this movie as creepy and standout ish as it is, man, because this is a standout movie. Whether it's a Black Sheep, whether I rank it, almost at the bottom of the barrel in the series, man. Regardless of how I feel about it, it is a memorable film. There are memorable scenes in here. That test subject sequence in particular. There's memorable lines here. It's definitely something I feel like has earned its cult status, and I'm glad that a lot of people are getting more and more familiar with it. There's still a lot of people who haven't seen it. I feel like if you're attached to the Halloween franchise like I am, and you're attached to the character of Michael Myers, go into this movie with no expectations at all. Don't expect anything that you've seen from any of the Halloween movies at all. Not even Halloween Ends. But this is a movie that is truly a standalone in the series, and I feel like, as far as horror franchises go, if there's a series that every series has got a standalone movie, even the ones that don't have, that have little to no continuity at all, like Children of the Corn and shit like that, there's always one that is a standout. And it's safe to say that this might be one of the best standout sequels in any horror franchise, because you look at it, you've got like Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. That's a standout because Jason's not even in it. You could say Jason Goes to Hell is a standout Black Sheep entry because of the liberties they take in that. But I don't think I don't think those movies do what this movie does. They didn't want anything to do with Michael Myers. And I feel like I give them credit for taking a risk that a lot of major studios would not take nowadays, and doing something different, man. It's just unfortunate that it didn't really pan out for them and they didn't really get a chance. But it's kind of selfish to say I'll always be grateful for this movie, because had we not gotten this movie with no Michael Myers, we never would have gotten the triumphant fucking return of Michael Myers in Halloween 4. That being said, people, y'all already know where to go, man. And if y'all don't, y'all can follow the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Podbean, and Podcast Addict. Shout out to Spotify for podcasters. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Romero Tutor. Shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. And last but certainly not least, shout out to the Tutor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, the supporters out there, man. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I enjoyed doing it. This is officially the last Halloween movie that I had to do in the franchise, so that is another finish line tape that we've crossed on the show. I'm happy for that. Again, happy Halloween to everybody. I hope everybody has a fun, safe Halloween, man. Check that motherfucking candy. We just did the trick or treat commentary, yesterday? Everybody check that candy. We don't need any of Principal Wilkins' poisoned candy mishaps out there. We don't need nobody bobbing for apples with razor blades in them. These motherfuckers are sick out here, man. But I hope everybody has a safe one. Hope all the adults all the adults have a safe one too. But make sure the kids have a safe, good time out there, man, with their costumes and their candies. And I hope everybody turn one of these commentaries on, man, and give me a spin on Halloween if you guys want to. But people, it's been real, man. October was fun. I want to say next October I've definitely got to step it up a couple notches, because there's tons of movies I wanted to put on the list, man. I just did not get around to doing it. But I'm actually one over my usual 12 commentaries that I've set for myself, as of setting up an actual schedule recently, man. But I gave y'all one extra one, but I'm glad we capped it off with this one. So November, y'all know what's coming next. We got the Thanksgiving themed grub-a-dub-dub commentaries, man. That includes we're gonna start it off with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles tomorrow, and then Friday's commentary will be Dutch with Ed O'Neill, Ethan Embry, E.G. Dailies in that movie, but you know, we're definitely gonna switch shit up, man. There's some zombie the commentaries coming because you can't have a Thanksgiving themed month of commentaries without putting some zombie shit on there, man. They gotta eat too. Y'all understand what's happening? There's some cannibalism happening, man. There's some Green Inferno and some Ravenous in the mix somewhere, people. There's some Day of the Dead that's gonna pop up somewhere. The original, like I said, we are not, at least not sober. We're not touching that Day of the Dead remake, but you guys be on the lookout for those commentaries this upcoming month, man. And it's only going to get better from here, people. But again, happy Halloween, everybody, man. Y'all already know the love and support y'all show me. I show it back to y'all tenfold and then some. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tutor. Another episode of Tutor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.